He's done apps for Les Brown. He's done apps for Sharon Lechter. Now he's the go-to resource for Sharon Lechter and all of their clients on apps. Manny's just really taken over in the last couple of years here. Like, this is the upcoming guy. There's a lot of people that just, you know, they're kind of on the way out. They're retiring. They're kind of just, you know, we're losing some great people. Then there's kind of this new group of people that are coming into the scene. Manny's one of these guys. You're going to be seeing a lot more of him in the next year. You're going to see him on big stages. You're going to be seeing him doing big things with big people. He's really improving himself every day on being on the cutting edge of apps. And apps are going to keep changing. Manny's a client of ours. We're working on a new book for him. I think we found the right direction for it. But this is the guy you want to talk to. He's the guy that did our app. He's doing all the big apps. He just did an app for Tammy Ward. He's putting that together. It has to go through an approval process. Some apps are going to be very fast. Some apps, when it goes through Apple, are going to be take a little bit longer as an approval process. Manny's going to talk about that. He's going to explain all that stuff to you. He's going to set all of your expectations. But the point is there's people in this room that are signed up and using his services. So let's give a big round of applause for Manny Lopez.
This is Manny the Man Lopez. You have something special. You have greatness within you.
Is you want to make sure that you have time for family, for hobbies, for the things that drive your passion. If you're not developing your passion, you're wasting your efforts. In this picture right here, can't really see it too much because it's dimmed out, but it's a picture of first time I went deep sea fishing. Who would like to hear a funny story about deep sea fishing? I think it was pretty funny. So it was we leave at like 6 a.m. It was out in Long Beach, and we're heading out to Catalina. And I didn't eat nothing. I always forget to eat breakfast. I forgot to eat breakfast today. Luckily, my friend Vicky had a banana for me, so I have some energy, which is good. But I always forget to eat breakfast. So we're going out, heading out. It's about 6 a.m. It was my dad, my uncles, and a couple friends of his as well. And he goes, "You need to eat something. We're gonna be on this boat all day. You know, you're not gonna eat for at least another 6 hours. So, you know, you need to get something to eat." The only thing that was around was a McDonald's. Now, you know, McDonald's is not really good food. You guys all know that. And unfortunately, that was all there was. So I got some McDonald's, went on the way, and within a couple hours, you know, we were on the, you know, getting out the harbor. Everything was smooth. Everything was fine. You know, nice little breeze, a little sunny. And all of a sudden, we get out into the choppy waters. Boing, 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 boing. Oh, within an hour, I was puking. It was bad. Had to hang over the edge for a good 30 minutes. What's funny is that, you know, when you go deep sea fishing, you basically set up your line and you just leave it over the edge, and it's hooked onto the little things right there, as you can see it on the boat. And your line could just be out there while they're fishing. And I've never actually caught a fish. Never. I've gone fishing dozens of times and never caught a fish. I just suck. I don't know why. But we went deep sea fishing like, hey, you're going to catch a fish. You're really going to catch a fish. They've got these little, you know, radar things that can tell where the fish is at and all that stuff. And so after I was throwing up, I went and took a nap and then woke up. And literally right when I woke up, a fish catch my line. And then, you know, I reeled it in. I'm like, just trying to go. And they're like, no, you got to do it yourself. You got to do it yourself. I'm like all sick. I'm like, come on, guys, help me out. I'm dying over here. And ended up catching 3 fish that day. And so that was pretty exciting. But I just thought it was funny because it's just those little things in life. You got to do those little, you know, experiences, going out with the family, you know, finding what you love to do and just finding a way to fit that into your life, okay? And that's really big key. What is your why? Well, here's mine. This is my family. I have 3 kids. My first one at 19. He's the oldest one there. His name is Isaac. And we've got Xavier, a little troublemaker right there. And then we have my sweet little princess, Ava. She's definitely daddy's little girl. Every time I come home, she just runs, her little wobble. She always falls, at least half the time. And then my wife. That woman right there is something special. You know, I've been with her. Wednesday will be 11 years. We were together since high school. And she has been through every up and down with me throughout this entire ordeal of life, you know, this thing that we go through. And she's been a rock that if I did not have her, I would not be where I'm at today, that's for sure. Because she really gives me that drive, that passion, that when I wake up, I want to go and do things. I don't even have an alarm clock. I go to sleep probably at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up about 5:30, 6 a.m. Just ready to go, ready to do something with my life, make myself better. And for me, it's just really about making sure that I can be everything that I need to be to give her everything she needs. That's my why. I want to be the person that she looks up to, my kids look up to, millions of people could look up to. They can see my story and they can see that, yeah, you could do it too. I can do it. I can teach others how to do it. It's not that difficult, right? You just find something of value and you become what you want to be. Now, I want to share with you this picture here. I added this one in last night. Gail, stand up. Gail Oliver, right over here, guys. That's my first mentor. Met him 2007. And you can't really see it too much. I don't know if there's a laser pointer on this thing, but right behind me, you see a little head. Right? That's him. He married us. So he's also a pastor. We got an app coming out for him. It's going to be pretty awesome. Really focused on spirituality, motivation, a lot of cool things. So you'll come to see that very soon. But, you know, what's really awesome about him is that he really got me focused into the life I am today and really got me to decide to stop living somebody else's dream. Are you living somebody else's dream today? Are you not following your passion because you need to pay your bills? Most people, they are. They're living a life of regret. They go on their deathbed and they're wondering why they didn't take that opportunity. They didn't go and do what they needed to do to follow their dream. A lot of people, they're just scared. They're scared of failing. They're scared of not being good enough. They're not feeling worthy. They're even scared of being successful. What if they do it and they can't handle it? What are they going to do? Some people, they really need to understand that you have real greatness inside of you. You have a lot of value that you could provide. You just got to find what you love to do. That's it. You find out what you would do on a Saturday morning when you woke up and had nothing to do, no bills to pay. What would you be doing? Find out what that is and do that. Because you have to find a way that when you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you have to find a way to get through the hard times of the times where you're working for free, where you're not getting paid what you're worth, where you're trying harder and harder and harder, and for some reason you're just not getting that next client. The only way that you're going to stick through it is that you're doing something that you love. I was talking to a friend of mine. I'm not going to tell her name. She's in the room. Just yesterday or the day before. And she was telling me a story about her husband and that he's in construction or more of like, architecture. He builds, he builds, buildings and hotels and that kind of stuff. So he do some great work. He's really, really good at what he does. Okay, and she was telling me, she was like, I don't understand. I'm pushing him, and I'm getting these great opportunities, and he doesn't pursue them. Why? Why is that happening? And I asked her, what does he do when he's not working? And she was like, oh, man, the first thing he does, he would zoom right past me like he doesn't even see me, and he goes fishing. I was like, then that's what you should be doing. You should be finding a way to get paid to go fishing. It's really that simple, guys. It's really you find something that you love to do and you can find a way to get paid for it. You become the expert in that industry, and now you can get paid just to tell people about it. Now, another picture I want to show you is another thing that you should focus on in life is making sure that you create moments in life that take her breath away. This picture right here was, I was putting my wife through beauty school. She was going to a school called Marinello. If anybody hear about that school, it's a little funny little story recently. But she's at this school, and it was one of our anniversaries. It was probably 3 years ago. And I had a friend of mine come in with, balloons, all this stuff, and he had this video. And the video was just me basically talking to her. I had this little video I put together, and it was just, memories of this and, just love letters and all that stuff. And then it was at the end, I was like, grab all your stuff, come outside. I'm waiting for you, da da da. So it was like all cool, and got her on the video, and I was crying. I was like, oh, I got her, yes. And so I just thought that was really awesome. You got to create those moments in life because those are the moments that she will never forget. And when you create those moments, like I recently just brought on a new partner, and we sat down about 2 weeks ago, and he was just telling me about, I really struggle with growing my business. I really struggle because I'm the type that I don't want to grow my business so much that I lose my family, that I lose that time with them. I relish in the fact that I get to be, a dad that gets to go to the field trips with them. I get to go out and really be the dad and be the husband that, my wife should have. I still struggle with that because, there's just a lot of things you have to deal with each life. And it's someone pulling your time this way and someone pulling your time this way and someone pulling your time that way. And where do you give it, right? And it was really profound what he said to me. And he had said to me, it's not necessarily the fact of how much time you spend with them, but how much quality time you spend with them. What are you doing in that time? You guys sitting around watching TV? You guys going out and eating fast food and just being boring? Or you guys really putting in the life experiences that will really just make memories? You just have to understand how to do that. Now let me show you this picture here. Everybody's heard of Redbox, right? Okay, back in 2008, I had this brilliant idea to compete with Redbox. I was like, hey, I had this, I want to be an entrepreneur. I've been listening to Les Brown and all these people and telling you got to have 7 streams of income, and I was at 1. I was like, I want to do something. I want to start my own little business. So I partnered up with a friend of mine, and we bought this little kiosk called Instant DVD Rentals. It was better than Redbox. It really is, guys, because it had a big old screen on top. You could see the trailers of the movies before you rented them. You actually get the whole box and everything. The only problem is it's limited to a certain amount of DVDs. Now, this business is what really taught me. This business failed, by the way, completely failed. But this business taught me target marketing, niche marketing. Here's what happened with this one. We bought this $20,000 vending machine, okay? We got to this location. We got it secured. It was right next to a little cafe in a sports thing, a really high-end racket club type of thing. And we get day of, it lands in there, we're putting it, it's supposed to be right next to the cafe. The cafe door is right here, and the meat machine is supposed to be right here. So right when they go get snacks, they're gonna see, hey, rent a movie too, right? And they're gonna come back to their condo. I was like, oh, great, this is gonna be perfect. The day we get it there, the owner of the cafe, he's like, I don't like it there. Go put it by the machines, the vending machines. I was like, what? That's like on the other side. No one goes over there. The only thing that's over there is like the entrance to the gym. I'm like, who's gonna rent a DVD while they're going to the gym? Really? So then it just got to a fact where, you look at who you're targeting. And then we started seeing there's a lot of people still going through, but we're not getting a lot of rentals. Why not? We should be getting at least 10, 15 a day or so. We got hundreds and thousands of people walking by there. Then I had to figure out, well, who's renting those DVDs? Is it my market? Is it the people walking right by there? I could be showing myself to thousands of people, but if they're not in my target market, what's it matter? They're not going to buy, right? You have to put yourself in front of the people that are going to do business with you. And that's going to save you tons and tons of time. And that's what really my business is all about. I help businesses get more time. More time with their friends, more time with their family, more time in their business to focus on things that they actually want to do. Show of hands, how many started their business to become marketers? Exactly. But most of your time is being spent on marketing. You're prospecting. You're trying to close the sale. You got to do customer support and all the other stuff that you got to do in your business. Imagine if that was all automated and all you had to do was just focus on what you actually love to do. Your business. That's the key of what I help businesses do. So the question is why is it so hard for businesses to generate quality leads today? One thing is competition. Okay, you have a lot of people competing for your customers' attention. You have, just go outside and look at anything, watch TV for any amount of time. Look at any sports program. All you see is sponsored by this, sponsored by that. Go here, go there. They're just trying to, you have so much advertising and all these different mediums that they're putting it on. You've got TV, you've got radio, you've got internet, you've got, apps. You've got all these different ways that people are being found. And you've got to be different. Why and how are you different? The way that I help my businesses and the clients that I work with is I give them a unique value. You have to have a unique value. It's the only way I was able to get a meeting with Les Brown, with Sharon Lechter, with Greg Reed, with Eric Swanson. All these people is I have to have a unique value. Why am I different? Why am I special? What are you doing that is providing value to your network of influence? You have to focus on something unique that you have and really focus on getting that out to the right people. Your network of influence is your target market. You got to find out how old they are, what kind of interests they have. Are they male? Are they female? What location are they in? What income level are they at? What kind of education level are they at? The more specific you get, the easier it is for you to generate that next lead, that next sale, that next prospect. I want to show you something pretty cool that I was really excited about. 2013 in August, we got this little email from Facebook. I just started marketing on Facebook 2010, 2011 area. And we launched with a product. We had an advertising agency with a product that turned Facebook pages into websites, where you could literally go to your Facebook page, and not only could you like your page and comment and do all that stuff you normally do with viral marketing and social media, but imagine going to your page and there's a call to action, there's a video, there's buttons, there's e-commerce, without them ever having to leave Facebook. That's what we launched with, and by 2013, Facebook had named me one of the best. They hit 1 million advertisers, and they wanted me to share my marketing secrets not secrets, my marketing strategies, per se, on Facebook, to other business owners that are using Facebook ads and promoting their business. I thought that was pretty cool, so I wanted to share that with you. Next thing I want to show you is something that really changed my life, really. Now, I was told many times when I started my business that if you capture the leaders, you capture the market. So I decided, great, that's what I'm going to do. And who was the biggest leader I could find? So, my mentor right after Gail was Les Brown. Gail introduced me to getting on Les Brown, listening to his his audios and his motivational tapes and his seminars and stuff, and I just knew this is who I wanted to work with. He's an orphan like me. I was orphaned at 18 months. I was left in a car, and police came by, took us in, basically, I don't know what you call it, but police report basically said I was found just in a diaper, middle of winter, in a car, and the car looked like we had been living in it. I was taken away from my mother, never saw her again. That was 28 years ago. What was an awesome story is that I actually found her about 6 months ago. I had a friend of mine, and not necessarily a friend. When I met her, originally just an acquaintance, she came to one of my events. I hosted an event at my office in La Palma. And she had came in, she had networked, and we connected on Facebook, just like I connect with a lot of people here on Facebook as well. Right when I meet them, hey, let's connect and let's build our relationship, let's build our value. And I always post this thing. If you guys, anybody follow me on Facebook, you'll notice a couple times a year I post this thing where it's a picture of me when I was 3, giving all my original birth information and saying, hey guys, if somebody can help me find my mom, let me know. I've been looking for her. I usually do this around Mother's Day and then sometime later in the year. And that lady, she had inboxed me, she said, Manny, I know the person who handles all the records at the hospital you're born at. And all the records that I've received, because I've requested these many times, had all my adopted parents' information. And I was adopted in return a total of 7 times. And finally adopted for the 8th time. So, story later I'll show you, but my mom was trying to look for me the entire time. But my name had changed. When I finally contacted her and found her, one of the first questions she asked was, your last name's not Munoz? I was like, no. It's Lopez. It's like, oh, wow, it was Ceja when you were born. It was Munoz and da-da-da, so it had been changed a bunch of times. But she had told me, hey, I know the records keeper, I'm going to connect you with her. Within about 10 minutes, she told me she's expecting your call. Here's her phone number. I picked up the call, and she said, hey, send me this form. I'm going to email it to you right now. In a couple weeks, you'll have some information in the mail. It's like, cool. All right. So I filled it out. 2 weeks later, Christmas Eve, I get a little thing in the mail. My original birth certificate had my mom's name on it, my dad's name on it, time I was born, my actual heritage. I found out what I was. I kept thinking I was Puerto Rican for the longest time. But no, I'm not, unfortunately. I'm actually half Mexican, 25% Irish, and 25% Native American, Blackfoot. So I thought that was pretty cool. It was funny because me and my sister are actually Irish twins. She's 11 months older than me. And so now we're actually literally Irish twins. So I think that's pretty cool. All right. Question I have for you guys is, would you like to learn how to automate your online marketing? Show of hands. Who wants to learn that today? All right, good. I want to show you guys 3 systems completely free I'm going to give to you today. It's going to help you generate more leads, more sales, and more referrals in your business. It's what I use. And there's completely free options on these, 3 of them. First one is I'm going to show you how to get free appointment booking. Here's how it works. Just imagine, okay? Instead of you having to schedule the call yourself, go on your calendar, add it to your calendar, send out the reminders to your prospect and all that kind of stuff. Imagine if someone can click a button on your website or on your app or on your social media channel, and they immediately pulls up your calendar of availability. You specify exactly the day and times that you're available, and they can literally go pick that time of day. It puts that right on your calendar. Reminders automatically sent. And now you can ask them a full questionnaire. When you go to, let's say you go to chatwithmanny.com. It's my actual calendar, and it actually shows, it'll have a little bio about me. It'll have all my availability, and I specify exactly the day and times I'm available. And all my clients, they have to go through my calendar if they want me to call them. It's just the way I have to keep myself organized. So the calendar format, it really gives you that ability to be very organized and automate that appointment booking. I get appointments every single day that go into my calendar. I have it on my app. I've got it on my website. I text it to people. I've got it on social media. It's on my landing pages. So if you put that everywhere and you just start driving people to it, you're just going to start getting appointments. And you can ask them questions up front. You can have them fill out a whole questionnaire before they would set up an appointment with you. So by the time you get on their phone, you know everything about them and how you can provide value to what they do. Anybody see value in having something like that? Great, great. I'm going to show you how to get that in just a little bit. Next thing I want to show you guys is how to send text messages for free. Text is by far the #1 way to reach your audience. Text has a 95% open rate within 90 seconds. Imagine that. Compare that with what you guys are using today. You guys are all using social media. Majority of you guys are using email. Email and social media both get an average of about 10% or under open rates, which means you're wasting 90% or more of your efforts. Just imagine, you're bringing 100 people to like your page on Facebook. You go do a post, and 5 people saw it. And then right next to that number, seen by 5, Facebook asks you, boost your post. $10 and you'll reach a couple hundred more of your fans. You probably already paid to get them to your page. Now you got to pay to communicate with them now as well. It's the reason why Facebook does it, and it's the only way they can stay profitable. Because imagine you guys built up your giant list of fans on Facebook. You got 10,000 fans, and imagine you had 95% open rates on those. Do you think you're going to advertise anymore? No. You're just going to work your network like what I do. I don't spend any money on advertising. I don't do Facebook ads. I've done all that years ago. I've got a network of over 20,000 business professionals. If I want business, I'll send an email. I'll send a text alert. You can grow your network so large to where you don't have to advertise anymore. You can grow your network, you can build your relationships, and you got all these JV partnerships, you got people sending you business, sending you referrals. You just build your network with the type of people that do business with you and have a way to communicate with them that's far more effective. The platform I'm going to give you guys gives you the ability to log in on a computer, type out a message, and you can send it up to 25 people at the same time. And it sends it all individually, not a big mass text message where everyone's responding, everyone's getting everyone's text messages back, and everyone's getting annoyed. No. And it's not a short code either, where they have to text a 5-digit number, reply yes, all that stuff. It literally sends it from your direct cell phone as a direct message. So I use that to open conversations, where I invite people to events, where I invite people for a one-on-one, where I give out some free value, I share a video I just posted or something. Now I have a 95% open rate. So it's a very powerful tool. I'm going to show you guys how to get that for free as well. And the last thing I want to show you guys for my free tools is how to get free traffic to your website. How many of you heard of RevShare websites? Ooh, nobody. Interesting. So a RevShare website, basically what it does is that it incentivizes you to go to the site. So the way it works is that it has, now this is just really to get traffic to your site. You're rarely going to get people that are going to opt in and that kind of stuff unless that's in your specific market, right? This is really to help you get traffic to your site on a free basis. And you can, it's a really unique type of setup. So what it does, it's a site you sign up for free, and then you can actually go watch someone else's site for like 20 seconds, and every 2 people that you watch for 20 seconds, you get somebody to watch your website for 20 seconds. And then if you actually advertise with them, because they have advertising, and that's where you can get targeted, you go to 1-to-1. Every 1 person you watch, 1 visitor to your site. So it's a pretty cool, unique way of doing it. But if you wanted just free traffic to your website, you wanted to start getting some numbers in your analytics, it's a great tool to use where you can just sign up completely free, and you go watch, and you might find some pretty unique websites on there. I've seen some pretty unique stuff. And there may be things that you can contact those people, say, hey, I can provide value to what you do. Because literally on most of those websites, they've got their phone number, their name, their email address, how to contact them. They want you to contact them right away. So it could be a great way to fish. If you provide value to people online in some sort of way, you could coach them, you mentor them, you can invite them to events, anything like that, that could be a great resource, not only to get traffic, but also new leads. Now, next question I have is how you can get these freebies. Where do you get them? Well, of course, I want to put them in an app. I have an app called Learn with Manny. It's completely free. It's available on iPhones and Androids, smartphones and tablets. And it also this really cool version called HTML5. Now, here's an example of how powerful the mobile industry is. Show of hands, how many people here right now, on their person, have either an Apple or an Android device? Raise your hand. Look around, guys. It's pretty much everyone in the room. You need to go where your customers are. Your customers are using smartphones, no matter the age. The fastest growing demographics in the smartphone industry, getting smartphones and iPhones, are baby boomers. They got to keep up with their grandkids. And nowadays, all these smartphones are free. Every carrier is offering free smartphones. So everyone's getting them. And now we're getting all this, more reach out into other worlds, just like the story yesterday with the Maasai warriors in the middle of Africa. Kids on smartphones with Facebook and apps. The reach is boundless, guys. You need to be where your customers are. And I want to give you my app for free. I'll show you a couple of things with it. So the first thing you're going to see when you open it up is going to be my beautiful family there. You're going to see a bunch of little buttons at the bottom. They're going to be resources, coaching, and then a little section called freebies. Everything I just explained right now is in that section. You click a button, it's on your phone. That simple. How do you get my app? Well, you can search for it. You can search for Manny Lopez, hashtag Learn with Manny, custom modeling branding, a keyword optimize everything, so I pull up on the top. Or you can text Manny to 21777. That's going to give you not only my app, but a couple more freebies as well. I'm not going to tell you what those are. You have to see it for yourself. All right, next thing I want to show you guys is what I use is one of the, not necessarily one of the biggest, it is the biggest tool I use in my business. Question? Oh, I made too fast, huh? Text Manny, M-A-N-N-Y, like Manny Pacquiao, 1777. It'll be available at the end as well. You guys, if you need any of my slides, you'll see Manny at learnwithmanny.com. That's my email. Just shoot me an email. Manny, I want the slides. They're yours. So next thing I want to show you guys is the most powerful tool that is in my arsenal, and that is universal mobile apps. Now, universal mobile apps, what are they? Well, it's a very unique tool because it's not just an Android app or an Apple app, but we also integrate an HTML5 app in it as well. Anybody know what an HTML5 app is? Oh, I love it. I get to teach everybody. Oh, 3 people. Cool. So an HTML5 app, to be real honest, it's a mobile website. It's a simple click a link. You don't have to download anything. It accesses the content right on your mobile device. Smartphone, tablet, whatever. It's responsive. It means that it responds to the exact size of the screen. Now, we've integrated our app technology with that technology. And now you have the ability where somebody could look at your app without even downloading it. They can preview about half of the features within our platform on the HTML5 app. So it's a great way to say, hey, preview my app, and if you like it, you can download the rest, where there's all the more content and more exclusives and stuff like that that you can do. Now, I want to show you a couple of the apps that we've built in the last, we've been doing this now 5 years. We built well over 200 apps. We've worked with over 700 brands worldwide in a lot of different areas that we do. First one you see there is Secret Knock. Anybody going to Secret Knock in July? 10th anniversary? You guys aren't going to Secret Knock? Oh, you got to go. It's awesome. It's a great event. It's going to, people like Les Brown have spoken there. People like Frank Shankowitz, founder of Make-A-Wish Foundation, inventor of the credit card strip. Great, great people. Les Brown, you guys all know who Les Brown is. Sharon Lecter, Wendy Ida. That looks like George Bush, huh? It's actually the #1 George Bush impersonator. John Morgan, look him up. He's a funny guy, hilarious. And then, of course, Silver Torch Publishing. I really like this app. It brainstormed a really unique idea. Well, not necessarily unique because it's been out there, but to have it as a way of value that you can provide. Now, here's the cool thing. You all have books, or at least you all should have books, and you're all going to get books. Now, one of the cool things that we've done with that is that, so Jill gives away ebooks sometimes, right? She gives away ebooks, PDFs, that kind of stuff. David does that kind of stuff as well. What we've done is we've taken that idea, instead of just having a PDF you scroll through, in the app, we make them flip books. And we put other unique content in there. Anybody know what a flip book is? All right, so flip book, basically what it does is, it's kind of like a Amazon Kindle, right? You're watching the book right on the screen, and then you can actually swipe right on the screen to turn the page. And we can actually integrate media with that as well. We can have videos right on the little flip book. We can have audios. We can have links to download something or to go to another media. So it's very interactive. And so we started putting those within the Silver Torch Publishing app. So not only do you have access to free ebooks, but interactive media that's just exclusive. We exclusively put those inside of the app. You cannot get them anywhere else. And here's what the coolest thing is. When they download your app, you now have the ability to send them text alerts. One of the cool features that we have within our platform is the ability to send unlimited free text alerts to all of your app users. So whenever you want to give them updated, you want to share a video, you want to share an event you're inviting them to, you want to share a free offer, you want to just give them value, you can now communicate to that network at a 95% open rate. Powerful, powerful stuff. Let me show you a couple of the features that we have within our platform. We have over 40 unique features that provide functionality. They're already pre-coded. They're already built. Here's the difference when you work with our company versus other app developers. Other app developers, you're going to go to them and they're going to ask you, what do you want your app to do? And you're going to tell them, oh, I think this would be cool, and I think this would be cool, and this, oh, I want to do something like that. And they're going to take a bunch of notes, and they're going to come back with some crazy price. $10,000 per app. $20,000. Sharon Electric got a quote of $30,000. I've seen someone that paid $1.5 million for his app. And it didn't even launch. It was a healthcare.gov app. No. But the thing is, the reason why that happens is because when they go to build out that app, they're building everything from scratch. Just like websites were built 20 years ago, line by line with code. It takes months to get even a mock-up together, something functional. And then you got to submit it to Apple and Android. Good luck with that. Because now you have to prove to Apple that your app is functional 100% without bugs. You have to be compatible on Android with over 11,000 different devices. That smartphone market is huge on the Google side. 11,000 different devices. Apple, about a dozen. That's why Android has the big share of the market. But what we did is we did something different. We said, well, we're marketers. We know the idea of how to get an app functional and what should be in an app that's helpful. Most people that come to me, they have no idea what should be in an app. They don't know how to provide value in a mobile side. They know what their business does. They know how they could specifically provide value, but that may be different on how you present that on a mobile, on how you have the experience from people within an app. So what we did is we created a platform that has over 40 functional features and counting. Every couple of months, we're adding something new. We're updating an old feature. We're adding in a new feature. We're updating the entire system, the platform. We just launched a brand new CMS on our dashboard. So now you have access to higher end analytics. You've got all kinds of really cool stuff with the platform. But we took all these ideas and we said, how about this? When you come to us, you tell us 3 things. What is your business model? Who is your target market? And what is the biggest challenge that you're having in your business today? Once we know those 3 things, we know exactly how to build your app. And we show you step by step exactly how you'd promote that to actually make it generate more leads, more sales, and more referrals, potentially. So let me show you some of the features that we've added into Les Brown's app. So the first little screenshot you see there, that is his audios. When you open up Les Brown's app, it starts motivating you. It starts talking to you. I don't know what that dream is that you had. We got background music. Put on the headphones. Oh man, you're gonna get pumped. Take over the world after hearing that. The middle one, you see book less. Right there, you can click a button and book less for your event. It's pretty expensive, but you can book them right there from his app. The next one you see, the third one, is everything he does online. All of his websites, all his social media channels, all of his opt-in forms that he wants to have in the app that give out his ebooks and things like that. And we even add content in there that you would typically have to give information for. We just put it in there for free. Because here's the cool thing. By them downloading the app, they didn't have to give us their name. They didn't have to give us their phone number. They didn't give us their email address. But we included a little permission in every single one of our apps. Says, you give us permission to communicate to the device you're downloading this app on. We don't have to get permission now to communicate to the person. We communicate to the device. It's a little different, but it works. When's the last time you did not read a text message that came to your phone? You read every single one. You may have not replied to every one, but you've read them, and that's the thing. If I can go out and send a text alert to 1,000 people saying, hey guys, I'm speaking at this awesome event, over 200 people registered, blah, blah, blah. Here's some free tickets. I do stuff like that all the time. Even if they didn't click on it, they saw Manny speaking, all these big amount of people registered, and he's giving me free tickets. He's not asking me to pay for nothing. I let them see that over and over and over and over and over again. You're not going to see me selling via my app. I don't need to sell. I provide value. When you provide value, your customers will come to you. Plain and simple. The next feature you see is a little map. We have a feature called Chat Live. It allows you to integrate through Facebook and Twitter. They can log right in and chat live. So you could have somebody on Facebook talking with somebody on Twitter inside of your app. And the cool thing that Les does sometimes, he'll send out a text alert saying, hey guys, I'm in the chat live section for the next 30 minutes. Ask your questions. And now he just sits there and monitors it. He can reply directly to people. And you could do that as well. You could do that with your clients. You could do that with your prospects. You could provide value like that to your network of influence. If you could tell them, hey, I just give out exclusive content you're not going to find anywhere else. That's what I'm talking about. The last one you see there is his text. He'll send out text alerts from time to time, give him free tickets to an event, special offers on some of his coaching programs, exclusive content that you're not going to find at his event or on Facebook. That's all what it's about, guys. Create a community inside of this app where people are going to be scratching the walls to get inside. That's what you want. Let me show you another app that we built. This is one of my favorites, just because of the success this guy's having. It's an app called Get My New Home. It was 3 people that came together on this app. It was 2 real estate agents and a loan officer. And they wanted an app that not only could search for homes, but apply for loans. And be able to connect directly to that specific agent only, not going to Zillow and getting 500 other agents. So it created this app. They can search for homes. They can apply for a loan. They can directly contact and communicate, use the social media integrations and all that stuff right on the app. And then they can contact each individual agent and loan officer directly as well. And then what he does is he sends out text alerts reminding people of open houses, reminding people of, hey, you can apply for a loan, hey, search for a home. And then he asks, well, how do I find the people to download it? Is that one of the questions going through your head? How do I get people to download my app? Well, that sounds great. I can see I can have a lot of value, but where do I find people to download it? The #1 provider of mobile ads. Does anybody know who that is? Special giveaway if you do. No. Facebook. Good job. Facebook is the #1 provider of mobile ads. They have about 18% of the market share right now. And here's why. Because you can target by demographics. I asked him, who is your customer? He goes, married, with kids. They make at least $75,000 a year. They're renting right now. They don't own a home. And he gave me all these demographics. Facebook actually lets you target those exactly. I can go on Facebook and I can target married couples who make $75,000 or more, literally are renting right now. We know if they're homeowners or not. And then I also targeted and made sure that I'm only showing these ads to Apple and Android users. So I know that they can download the app. And then we made ads that said, download this app, get free tips on how to buy your home. You're looking to buy a home, we want to help you. We want to help you search for a home. That's all we did, and we put pretty people, pretty women on the pictures. He was paying about 22 cents a click. He did a campaign for $55. $55. He got 11,000 people to see his ad, 250 to actually go download the app, and 77 new subscribers. Within a month of that campaign, he has 4 listings. You go into his app and all you're going to see now is open house, open house, open house, open house. When he got to me, he had nothing. He had no listings. That's the key, guys. If you bring them value and now you have a way to communicate to them, we all know it takes 5 to 8 contacts for someone to do business with you. If you can only reach them once, right? Imagine if somebody goes to your site. If somebody goes to your site and they leave without taking action, you have really no way to contact them unless you put some type of technology in your site to be able to try and follow them around. But then you still got to get them to take action. If you get them to download your app, because they have to download the app before they can see anything in it. Once they download the app, now you've got them opted in. Now you can continuously provide value. Now I'm going to go through a couple of these really quick since I don't have too much time left. Sharon Lecter's app, a couple features we did in that. First one was integrated everything on her site. The third one is Sharon in the news. Anytime she's mentioned online, if anybody does a lot of media, we have a feature where you can just Google yourself basically in the app, and anytime you're mentioned online, boom, pops up that article right in the app. And we've got her podcast integrated. We've got everything that she sells integrated, e-commerce integrated. So she can run her entire business from her app. And next one we have is Silver Torch Publishing. We have all the books inside of the app. You have a way for them to download them instantly. You have a way to see bios about the authors, media about the authors, who they are, how to get in touch with them, when their next event is at. A lot of great stuff you can do with this technology, guys. What we focus on is really automation. Automate your leads, automate your prospecting, automate your sales process, automate your lead generation. You can even schedule your text messages. I have a client that works one time a week, or one time a month. He logs into his account on the first of the month, and then he goes, schedule all his messages, and then waits for his phone to ring. Simple. Next thing I want to show you guys is results. I can tell you how great the platform is, but if it ain't helping people generate business, it's worthless. We did a case study for 5 months last year. It was a pretty unique case study, because I get a lot of clients that keep asking me, how are other people doing with it? How are these people doing with it? What type of other industries are working with it? What kind of people are having success with it? So I show them. So here's one of the things that we had. We had a case study. It was about 35 accounts that we were tracking that month, or those 5 months. We had 14 of our clients generate 100 new leads with their mobile app. 8 of them generated over 1,000 new leads with their app. Victor Valley News. Has anyone ever heard of them? Exactly. Hit number 3 in the US within a month of launching. Number 3 news app in the entire US. I don't know how that happened. And our most successful client to date within our platform, because obviously we have some really high successful people, but if we were looking at just the little people, my most successful client is she sells like tea, healthy tea, lose 5 pounds in 5 days. She's making over $200,000 a month in her business. She's the one standing on stage with the huge checks, because she's able to automate her lead generation, automate her communication, automate her sales process, automate her coaching, automate her events, where she doesn't have to touch every single person individually to communicate with them. It's a numbers game, guys. If you reach 100 people in your target market, a certain percentage of those are going to be interested in what you do. So let me show you how you can join our case study. The first thing that you're going to get with our case study is the HTML5 app, Android app, and Apple. And yes, smartphone and tablet versions included. You get a client online dashboard. That dashboard is going to let you make real-time updates to your app. You can do analytics. You can send out text alerts for free. And you can also access our help desk. We have all kinds of articles. You have a form that you just fill out if you need one-on-one help. Very, very simple. Next thing you're going to see is Master Mobile Marketing. Again, it's not just about building you a nice-looking app. It's about helping you generate business with that app. So you're going to get everything that we do on marketing side. 50 ways to grow your network using Facebook. 25 ways to promote your app for free. And a host of a bunch of other fun stuff. We even have exclusive app training specifically by by Google and by Facebook, where they tell you how to promote an app. So if you don't want to listen to me, listen to them. Next thing you have is revisions. One of the most costly thing in an app is making revisions. If you want to make changes, what your app is going to change. I've redesigned and republished my app at least 5 times since I've launched it in 2 years. You're going to change your app. And what we do is we include those revisions for you. You can make them yourself. The platform is very user-friendly, no coding experience needed. Very easy to update. We have how-to videos on everything, short 5-minute videos. I don't want you sitting there watching me for an hour. Kind of weird, you know? But we'll include those. So here's what's included when you get our platform. We're going to give you HTML5 app, the Android app, Apple, the client online dashboard, our master mobile marketing, unlimited revisions, no hourly rate. It's powerful, guys. Imagine anytime you want to make a change, you just send an email to my team, and we'll have it done for you. And we'll keep all your graphics looking really good. That's really the key, guys. I like to show off your apps, just like David was saying. When you go and change the website and change the stuff, it's hard to go and promote that. Saying, oh yeah, I did that. Oh no, it all changed. So I tell my clients, don't change anything. Let me do it. Just send it to us. We'll do it for you. That way your app still looks great. If we go and showcase it and I go and pull it up live on a screen, I don't want it to be all totally different. It'd be embarrassing. Trying to show a feature. Oh, sorry, there was 14 other features added since then. Here's what it costs normally. So if you were to get these separately from us, this is what you're looking at. Total is a little over $10,000. Now, normally, if you go on our website, we package this up to about $7,000. But let me show you what I'm going to do for everyone in here in David's event today. You're not going to pay $10,000. $31.97. And the hosting fee of $29 per month for your dashboard, text alerts, and we host the app on our platform as well. But we're going to give you actually 3 different ways to get started. $31.97, that's the best value you're going to have. It's the least amount out of pocket for you. But if you can't do that, we also let you split that up in 6 payments, $5.97, plus your dashboard fee. And if that's not doable, I want to make it where it's affordable for every business out there. If you're serious about growing your business and about making a difference to your network of influence, whatever you choose. But Ryan, weekly, we're on the phone, going through features, making updates. We'll update his app in real time. By the time we're off the phone, his app is totally different. Sometimes I gotta lock him out of the app because the guy keeps adding features. He doesn't stop. Seriously, I wake up and the guy's added 3 more features. I'm like, slow down, man. I know that the thing is easy to build on, but geez. All right. So what I want to do is I want you to hear from some of our success stories. My assistant, Vicky, over here, good friend of mine. Not necessarily my assistant, but today she is. She probably passed out a little form to you guys. And I'm going to have you guys watch this video. It's from a couple of my clients, just sharing their experience with what we do. And after that, I'm going to explain the form in just 1 minute. Today I'm going to show you how. Today I'm going to show you how you can change the way you bring in new customers to your business.
Hi, I'm Sharon Lecter, author of Think You Grow Rich for Women, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and a few other books, 20 in all.
Hey guys, Eric Swanson. I'm the Habitude Warrior.
My name is Donnie Nips, and I'm the Director of Business Development for Higher Experience, which is one of the fastest growing membership organizations in New Jersey.
We help businesses leverage what I like to call the trifecta of online marketing, which is social media, mobile marketing, and video marketing.
You have to stay on the forefront of how you communicate.
To have a valuable resource like Manny on our team, coaching us, helping us, providing constant value, you just can't get better than that. So I'm not only excited to have him as a mentor and as an influencer and as a strategic partner, but personally as a friend, because that is there's a ton of people out there who can give knowledge and expertise, but people who can do it in a kind-hearted way with energy that's very sincere. You don't find that everywhere.
When you stick into the mindset of being positive and not having to worry about so much of that negative, you truly are too blessed to be stressed.
Man, he's amazing. This guy took all the headache out of it. He really he developed my app, and it takes just a little bit of time. It's amazing what he does. But then I'm getting all this business from it. So I'm actually, Sharon Lecter has her app through Manny as well. Les Brown, my friend Les, that has his. I mean, you need to check him out because it's going to take your business from here to way up here. You can't even see it up there, can you?
And what it is, it's like having your own website and your ability to communicate with people, where most of them are. Oh, well over half of all searches today are done through mobile devices.
So this is during the cutting edge years. When I went to doing an app a year ago, it was $30,000. And he wants to make sure that anybody that has a message has the ability to get it out. So your manner of running.
We really help business professionals set up systems of automation that generate more leads, more referrals, and more sales. That's really the key.
Manny Lopez will take care of you. So tell me how it is for you, because I can tell you it's fabulous for me. And I don't recommend anything unless I've tried it, and I am thrilled.
I have a film business and film festival. Manny just explain any problem that I have regarding marketing in a simple way and to the point. So I suggest you that contact this guy, and he's just amazing. He's a God-gift talent.
Remember when David was talking about those logo animation videos? That last part, that's what he was talking about. So everyone that did that logo animate or got that donation thing yesterday with the Kenya deal, you're gonna get one of those. That's pretty cool. All right. So last thing I want to give you guys is just here's some information you guys can take down. Again, if you email me, I'll send you these slides. You have all of my information. But last thing I want to do, just 30 seconds, it's going to be, I'm going to go over exactly that form that's in your hand right now. So you'll see here on the top of the page, it's going to cross out what our retail price point is. All you do is you fill in this information here. That's simple. Okay? And the next page, or next page, this bottom half of the page rather, you'll see all the areas. So the first thing you do is you're going to pick your package. Get that one. You're going to see the action taker bonuses. They're all listed right there and everything outlined. And then you just fill in your information after you reviewed everything. And then I will be in the back if you guys have any questions and anything like that. Ryan is going to give me a little outro, and I will be back here if you guys have any questions. Thank you. Yes, just come back here.
All right, everybody, let's hear it one more time for Manny Lopez. Okay, look, have you guys ever seen a more genuine individual, right? I mean, the guy's just open, transparent. What a good guy. David, keep bringing more and more better people all the time.